Hi guys, happy Christmas. We did a Bond intro for the occasion. I feel like Christmas is always mandatory to watch James Bond movies. Today we're going to continue on from yesterday with our 1 minute back testing, but we're going to do it on 5 minutes because my charts can't go any further back than where we went yesterday to the 8th of December or whatever it was. So I'll just put all this back together. 5 minute. Oh, we're not. And remember what we're going to do here. Doesn't matter that we're scrolling scrolling back and we're going to see any of this because we're not trading these pairs. So we have to be back however far it goes. Alright, 12th of October. Alright, I'll do all those. I'll press pause and I'll be back in a minute. Hang on. Alright, so everything's back where we need it to be. You see, where I want to go with this, guys, is go back and watch last night's video, the holiday back testing. And continue from there to here. And we take that period of time from, let's say, what was it, the 8th or the 9th of December. And we remember the model, we remember what it was a short Euro New Zealand. On the 1 minute, just looking at the 1 minute, that's all we know. What we can do is we can test that same area of time on the 5 minute, and we remove in our minds that we looked at the 1 minute, and we see what happens. I believe that it's not going to affect anything. And I really want to do that actually. So we're gonna try to do that in this video as well. So get yourselves a coffee, a beer, or whatever, and enjoy the show. So we're going to go from here. This will be our area where we can see to, I suppose. Something like this. What is this here? 525. 525. Right there. Alright, I'll just get those perfect. Hang on. Alright, that's close enough. Actually, let's put the snipping tool up. 1 second. Alright, ready? Here we go. Right off the bat, what do we see? New Zealand. Let's change that. New Zealand's got the most room up. So New Zealand's currently the weakest. It has come from here, so we won't remove that from our minds. But overall, from what we can see, it's come down this much. Right. Swiss is strong. The rest are kind of, in the middle somewhere, but I wouldn't touch these, right? LFX gives us the average, and that makes sense, right? Because you got one above, two above, one close, two close, and then the others are down. So with the others down, that puts that equals this below the balance level. So what we would do here with the snipping tool, I can't really add up the numbers, but visually it's pretty obvious. It's in New Zealand, well, from here it's this much, right? From here, New Zealand's the 1. We'll check it with the numbers and have a look. £750, 800. £5. So that's what we're looking for. We'll compare Swiss to dollar. 1100. Oh, why that's up there? I thought we'd put that. Whatever. 421. So it's all about the Swiss and the New Zealand again. Didn't we just do a New Zealand Swiss? So New Zealand, Swiss, short. And again, it doesn't matter that we missed the train from the bottom. Imagine that was the bottom here, and we're just coming to the charts now. It doesn't matter that we've missed this. We just use that as an observation. Nothing else really changes. So if the yens continue up, right, they all go up. Everything just marches on higher. Then you've got New Zealand, most room. Up. While the Swiss has the most room down. So, from an upward perspective, New Zealand, the Swiss has already moved, right? It's already above this high, plus all of this. So it's already moved. We'll write that as moved. The most. So the Swiss has the least room to go up, taking into account this and this. So then if we look at it the other way and say they all went down, the question is the New Zealand Swiss still our trade? Well, let's find out. We'll do it again. So if they all collapse, we know that there's a, the base is set, the stage has been set, it showed us below here. So that means there's a chance that if they do go down, that USD can come below the balance. Okay. Why does that always happen? Oh my god, it's doing it. Sorry, hang on. This is so annoying when this happens. It's like when you're working on the edge of snipping tool, it starts playing games with you. Euro If they go down, well, euro can go down like this. Same here. This is a good one. This has got a lot of room. This has got the least, it's like the Swiss but in reverse because it's already come down. It's got the least room down because the rest of them are up, right? This is the fair price of the average, which is above. So this has got less room down. Right. This has got the most room. So both ways we have a Swiss or in trade. New Zealand Swiss. Just on this 5-minute perspective, we're not looking at anything else. It doesn't matter. So let's see what happens. Before that we have to pull up the Swiss, make sure we've got that in a sensible place. We'll do it like this. We'll monitor the LFX. 10, 16, 520. Right, 520, perfect. So we know that here we are in this pullback, right? So if they do come down, this here is vulnerable. So but again, we always enter one. As soon as we see it, we enter one position. And when we see the numbers flip, we'll start loading up. And what do I mean by them flipping? Well, we discussed them in other videos, but we're going to just remind ourselves again in this video. With the Swiss coming up like that and the New Zealand coming down, on the New Zealand Swiss chart, you would obviously have a down move. Oh, another good thing about this trade here is Aussie's doing the same, so that's going to take some weight off these two and help out our cause. But because of this, we have done this pullback, so this thing has to breathe. So I would expect some type of pullback here if the LFX wants to come down collectively. And that's fine, we can sit through that. I have no problem doing that. Because we're looking for best price. So we move along here and we wait until the numbers flip. Now what do we have here? You got a down move in New Zealand, while you have a sideways move in Swiss, which would equal a down move in New Zealand. That's fine. Just keep going. You have down move in New Zealand, down move in Swiss. So you'd expect a down move in New Zealand to Swiss. Okay. Which we have. Let's continue. Now you have an up move. Okay, and we now have an up move in New Zealand. So if we look at the numbers, 751. Swiss did to its maximum place that we just observed. Oh, hang on, this needs to come here. We have 1300, so that still should be a New Zealand Swiss down move in the next part. If not, then it's telling us that this is where we should add Alright, great. So what do we have here? Same area. It's about here, it went up. Here, it went up. Here, what happened? New Zealand, Swiss went sideways, basically. From here. So if New Zealand's gone sideways, Swiss has gone sideways. While the Swiss has gone up massively. Remember, its numbers are 1,300 relative to 700. So New Zealand, Swiss should be down, but it's not. Right here, it's showing us its strength. So this is where we will. Hang on. Here we go. This is where we'll go sideways. What's it doing here? Sorry, 1 second. This thing's loading up or whatever it's doing. Hang on. Alright, we got it working. Hang on. So we just drew that neutral line. It's gone sideways. Well, we know that Swiss went up, New Zealand also went up, but the numbers are telling us that New Zealand, Swiss should have fallen. Well, it didn't. So let's pull over this. We'll buy some more. Okay, now let's move forward. Same time, let's look at what the collective's doing here. Oh, there's the part. Right, so the collective is up, continues up. So we're covered. Like I said, it's no big deal. Either way the ends go, we're fine. Now, in terms of our target, obviously, we need that to be at the point we witnessed this. Was here. That's where we're going to go. Let's see if we can get that trade right. Okay, New Zealand drops off, no problem. That's the 18th. No problem. Never called the low. We're simply going to wait for another opportunity. We were expecting, you know, with this fact that we've had this pullback, this is where you've got to be careful. When this happens, we can roll around again. Would we have been able to stomach this? Let's find out. Yeah, 378. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Now let's look for the next place to buy. We have a down move in New Zealand. We have an up move in Swiss. So from here to here, that should equal a down move. Good. But this move is fake. There's going to be a big time, if we move this forwards, there's going to be big time level happening here when price returns. We'll just extend that as a ray, so we know that that happened. Now this move here should suck up pretty quick. $19, $18, $19, $18, $19. We got an up move in New Zealand, or we have an up move in Swiss. That's 1400. The biggest move there was $482, but really it's back at neutrality, which means that New Zealand is now showing some strength again. So if it's sideways and the Swiss went up, the New Zealand Swiss should have gone down during that exact period, which would be, well, the overall thing, which it has. It's gone down, that's correct. Now let's look at this level. It's gone up, this has gone up. Let's look at the numbers. 1500, $569. So from there to there, price should have come down. 1500 relative to, should be, I don't know, about 800 points. 400, 500. Alright, well, close enough. So let's keep going. So you've got an up move there. You've got a down move there. Which means you should have a down New Zealand Swiss move. We're offside from here. Which is a long way. I'm not too happy about that. Let's keep going here. Sideways, down equals down, no problem. Sideways. Down, which means that the New Zealand Swiss during this period from there to there should have gone what? Down. It did. Now we finally see a Swiss move down from there to there. While we're seeing a sideways move from on New Zealand. That there is showing an up move finally. So we'll go ahead and buy some more there. Now remember, this is some type of pullback. This can pull back again and come back to here. So we're gonna be okay, I think, with this low. But it could breach it just a little bit if it needs to. This is sideways from there to there. $23rd. All dates lined up here. Yeah, so just coming into 24th now. So from this period, we'll look at the whole thing sideways. And the whole thing from there to there, sideways. So we should be seeing a sideways move. New Zealand is a little down though, from here to here, tiny little bit. We shouldn't really notice that. Let's Let's see what happens. 19, need to pull this over a little bit. Alright, there's the breach that we're expecting on this. Like, it's like an overshoot, there's still some fuel left. Let's pull this over to there. Now we'll look at this and we'll look at this, divide the fractals, and we'll look at the whole thing. Up, down. New Zealand's got the most room up overall. From here to here, you got neutral Swiss, neutral New Zealand. And you have a relatively neutral Swiss, New Zealand Swiss, but it's a little bit low. Now you've got an up move from here to here. $700. Then you've got a down move. About here. 895. So 700. So that should equal us a New Zealand Swiss up move. And on that we'll load up again. And we'll put our target always at that original target where we observed it, but we will do a TP1 up at that level, TP2 there as well. So what we want is both targets to take out this, and this one. $10, $20, $23, $24. Alright, so from here to here you have an up move. $700. Which would be the equivalent of here to here, which is a down move. We can start to see the weight is coming off, and I would imagine that Aussie is lifting a bit there as well. We can pull the Aussie up to help. So 400 down, while New Zealand's got 700. Let's move the Aussie. Aussie seems like it's, you see it's a long way there, while here it's got less room finally, so it's like it's rolling. So Aussie's now made its move, which is going to take off the weight of the New Zealand shorts and increase some weight here on the Swiss. So on that, guys, I'm going to add to this again. Alright, so that's 3 positions down here, plus 1, 2. Now either way this goes, we hit the targets. Ready, steady, go. Boom, that's 1. That's the 30th of October. Okay. Swiss is now finally dropping. Boom. 27th, 30th, that's cool. But where we originally saw this on Swiss, we have to put our minds in. It's here. So our red line, where we want to look at, we're not trading the Swiss, remember that. It's down here. So we can hold until we see this happen. There. All right, ready, steady. Oh, we're on the wrong date. Here we go, 30th, ready, steady. Boom, all right. We'll keep going here. Now, it's right down there on the 30th. 30th New Zealand Swiss, it's there, but we've still got more room, guys. Boom, there's your first one. The second one. Ready? There it is. That's the that's, hang on, how many are we here? We got 1, 2. Okay. Should be up here. And then the question is, alright, so now we're here, right? So that's cool. We can take some profit, but remember where we originally observed this was way back here. That's our goal. Everything has to balance. Let's find out if this one does. Bit of chop. There we go. Almost. So that's interesting. The New Zealand yen did not make its target. The highest it got was here. Or are we up? What the hell's going on here? Hang on. Didn't we just have that level marked out? It's not there anymore. We were here. The original place was where we observed this, right? It was here. Price is what? 8,900. Let's just make sure we go there. Oh, it's here. We got it. It's 8,900. Okay. Right. So Swiss should be down here at 165. Right, it's at 165, perfect. Look at that, right there, boom. Now our New Zealand Swiss should make that same equivalent, which was where we first observed it. The price is 54.10. Let's see if we make it there. So we haven't gone to 54.10 in New Zealand Swiss. Oh, there we go. We did. By 29th of November. And look at the reaction. So what happened here? The trade did not get underway until the Aussie showed, right? See here it shows. Also, we know that If they are going up, euro and pound may need to do a similar thing to put the weight, take the weight off that New Zealand. Let's see if they do. Right, it's a long way there. It does a pullback and it's tighter. It's a long way there. Does its pullback. And then by 20th of October, it's tighter. So this is taking some weight off. CAD didn't have any weight because it was already strong. Now the game changes to put the weaker one down there. Yeah, that's good, guys. Peace.